He lifted his glass first. The golden lights above the ballroom made his smile glow like a movie star's. "Everyone," he said, with that self-satisfied grin I knew too well, "meet my sister. No degree, no future, just freeloads off the family." The room erupted in laughter. Even my parents joined in. My mother covered her mouth, pretending to be polite, but I saw the amusement flicker in her eyes. My father clapped my brother's back like he'd just delivered the punchline of the year. I didn't flinch. I smiled, lifted my own glass. "Cheers," I said quietly. "This is the last time any of you will see me." The laughter died first, then the room, and when silence fell, it was almost respectful. But none of them knew what that toast really meant. My brother, Daniel, had always been the golden one. Private schools, business suits before 20, the family's chosen heir. I was the afterthought, the quiet, artistic sister who didn't apply herself. He had the confidence of someone told from birth that the world bent for him. I had learned to live in his shadow. When our parents died, he took control of the estate. Said it was easier if one person handled the finances. I agreed. I was grieving. I trusted him. I didn't notice the missing zeros, the fading balance in my account, the sudden closure of a property I thought was still mine. By the time I realized he'd stolen everything, my inheritance, my home, it was too late. Or so he thought. I didn't confront him. Emotion gives people power. Silence, on the other hand, gives me control. I moved out, took a small apartment, got a job at a tech firm downtown. Not glamorous, but access was everything. Within a year, I'd positioned myself close to a client Daniel's company desperately wanted, a defense contractor with international reach. I became their data analyst. Daniel didn't know that. He didn't know that the woman handling their procurement security was his useless sister. Every week, I saw his firm's proposals cross my desk. I watched his company bend numbers, falsify safety compliance reports, even bribe officials. I saved everything, silently, carefully. I didn't plan revenge out of rage. I planned it out of mathematics. 6 months before his promotion party, I contacted the authorities anonymously. I gave them everything: contracts, internal emails, bank transfers, names. Then I waited. The investigation moved slowly. These things always do. But I wanted the timing perfect. So when I got the invitation to his promotion celebration, I smiled. I RSVP'd yes. I knew what would happen that night. He didn't. When I arrived at the ballroom, Daniel was surrounded by executives, laughing, shaking hands, basking in the artificial glow of success. He looked invincible. And yet, under the expensive suit, his empire was already collapsing. The raids had started that morning. His emails were frozen. His partners questioned. His accounts flagged. He just didn't know it yet. When he raised his glass and humiliated me, I almost laughed, because the timing couldn't have been more poetic. The moment I said, "This is the last time any of you will see me," the first message hit his phone. I saw the screen flash. His eyes flicked down. Then another buzz, and another. The smile faltered. He stepped aside, pretending to take a call. I followed him with my eyes as the color drained from his face. Whatever he heard on the other end, it was the sound of his empire burning. I didn't have to say a word. I just sipped my drink, watching the man who once owned everything suddenly realize he had nothing. He came to my apartment 2 nights later, disheveled, hollow-eyed. He didn't knock, just barged in and said, "Did you know about this?" I stared at him for a long time before answering. "Know about what?" He slammed a report onto the table. Government letterhead, seizure notice, fraud investigation. "I'm ruined, Claire. They've frozen everything." I leaned back, calm. "That's terrible," I said softly. He searched my face for empathy, found none. "You—" He stopped mid-sentence. I saw the moment he understood. The calculation in his eyes, the flicker of memory, my smile at the party, the way I'd said, "last time." "You did this," he whispered. I tilted my head. "No, Daniel, you did this. I just helped the truth find its way." They sentenced him to 8 years. I didn't attend the trial. I didn't need to. Justice doesn't always wear a robe. Sometimes it wears a calm face and a steady hand. I moved to another city after that, changed my name, started over. I still remember the sound of that ballroom laughter though, the way it echoed like a chorus of ghosts. But sometimes, late at night, I pour a drink, lift the glass, and whisper to the silence, "Cheers, Daniel. You were right about one thing. I had no future. I built one instead." And the glass clinks softly in the dark, like the final nail sealing the past shut forever.